Hello, AMD. This is my 17th year as an Ossining educator. I grew up in Ossining and went through all of our district schools as a student. This year I'll be stationed full-time at AMD, and I look forward to beginning or continuing to build relationships, collaboration, and trust with each of you. As an instructional coach, I believe my role is to help teachers become aware of the many decisions they are making before, during, and after instruction. To consider alternatives and to reflect on how those alternatives could have an impact on student learning and achievement. I see myself as a thinking partner, a question asker, a listener, a button pusher, a mutcherer, and a creative problem solver. I pride myself in being calm, patient, reflective, and realistic. Some things you should know: I'm not an expert in your content. I will not tell you what you should or have to do. I do not have magic bullets. What I do hope to do with you is to ensure that how your students are behaving or learning in your class aligns with your goals and your educational philosophy. Many of us have unique goals and philosophies that are based on your lived experiences and values, so the work that I do with each of you is going to be different based on what your priorities are. Recently, I was asked to sum up my educational non-negotiables, or my mantra, and for me, mine was there are no passengers. I believe in our educational system, the default settings are easy for students to just kind of go through the motions.
Anyone? The Great Depression passed anyone? The tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which anyone raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government.
Be unmotivated.
Did it work? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression.
Disengaged, disinterested.
Today, we have a similar debate over this. Anyone know what this is, class? Anyone? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
One of my personal goals as an educator is to make sure each student has a medium or a way to express their voice every day.
The project consisted of the ASO 2 students having to sign to and have a conversation with ASO 1 students at AMD, back and forth through video.
There's so many decisions we make every day, in every class, in every lesson, in every activity. This is a very complex profession with lots of variables and constantly changing objectives. You do not have to do this work alone. I implore you to find colleagues that support you and highlight your strengths, as well as challenge you to think differently and maximize your impact. I hope to prove that I can be one of those colleagues for you. Thank you.
Do 3, and then I do 3, okay?
Alright, so
ready?
First one is serious. Okay, now silly. Now victorious. Just one.